Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome back to Raft. We are picking up where we left off last time at the first story island, which is the radio tower. So we can explore this tower and get some resources, and most notably, unlock a couple of blueprints to make some new items, and get the code for the next story island. So let's get into it. I'm just gonna prepare, make sure we have everything we need. So I don't want to take too much with me because I want to have open inventory spaces to actually loot all the stuff that's in there. I want to make sure that I'm good on hunger and thirst before I go in, so let's get some food cooking. And we should be good on water with our purifier there. No new seagulls. So no opportunity to get extra drumsticks right now. The only thing I'm considering is if I want to bring extra tools or not. I don't think I'm going to need the tools in there, so I think I'm fine. I'll craft new ones when I get back to the raft. I'll leave the inventory space open for now. And I think we're pretty much good like this. I mean, I think we just go in and see what's in there and clear it all out, so top up our water, we'll eat a little bit of food before we go. And yeah, let's go for it. So there's gonna be some stuff underwater here. Now the shark is in the water somewhere. I think he cannot get to me if I'm inside the building. So we should be safe in here.
December 12th. We stopped for the night.
Looks like we got some kind of a note.
Climbed the tower. Radio still works, but it should be 2 weeks before we reach Celine, with the teams not responding. You might say things are a bit tense. The other facilities are underwater, so if Celine is lost, we've got nothing. And now, Sparrow's not talking to either of us. I really hope we're not the last hope for humanity.
So we got some kind of a note there that has a little bit of lore, more information about the various characters around the world, and explaining a little bit about why the world is the way that it is. So if I pick those up, I'll just let them roll and try not to talk over them in case anyone is curious about what's going on in the world. Otherwise, we almost drowned to death, but we picked up some items. I'm gonna grab this scrap here just because I do need some more scrap, and it's right there. But otherwise, there's these crates that we can pick up that have potential to have some good items in them. So from that first one, we got a bolt and 2 hinges. So that's stuff that takes metal ingots to craft. So that's a huge time and resource save, getting that from the chest. And I think that's about all that's underwater, so we're gonna try to find our way up here. There we go. And stuff like this I could just pick up. Bobby, boat's gone. Bruce is after me. Gonna stay here until I find a way off this place. Mike. Okay. Caught a shark, named him Bruce. There you go. So that's why the shark is named Bruce. Looks like there were some people holed up here after the world flooded the top of this radio tower. But we don't know where they went. Maybe we'll see them later. Hint, hint. Just gonna grab all of the resources that we can. Looks like another note, so we'll let that roll.
It's been weeks. Just me an hour here now. Nice platform. Sparrow took the boat. I can't figure out why. Everything is just so secretive. I mean, I don't even know their real names. I only know the team at Celine got a prototype working and they needed more people. We were supposed to be those people. And together we would find a way out of this mess. Somehow. Owls yelling up in the tower. Maybe the radio picked up something. Is it you, Sparrow?
So another note there, and we got another chest. We're getting a lot of hinges and bolts, which is awesome. Again, saves us a lot of resources from having to mine and smelt our own metal. And then over in this room here, we have our first blueprint for the headlight, which doesn't have a ton of uses in this game, but there are a couple dark areas where having a flashlight on our head is going to be almost a necessity. So we got that. I'm pretty sure I don't need to keep the blueprint. I think once I pick it up, it unlocks the recipe, and then I can just get rid of it. But I'm going to just double check before I throw it away. And it looks like we have another note here, so I'll let that one run.
Notes. 22nd of December. Distress call received. Balboa Island. 9th of January. Koku won't accept facts. 2nd of February. Gunshots in the distance. Tangaroa City. 14th of February. Sparrow's calm. Celine. 6th of March. Another distress call. Varuna Point. Missing child. 16th of April. Rafters dreaming of utopia. Foolish hope.
So that note explaining some of the other areas that we might go to eventually. Balboa Island, Utopia, etc. A couple more items as we climb up here. Pretty good view of the raft so far. So, again, we're going to eventually make it a giant square of this width. Is exactly wide enough to catch all of the items in this flotsam stream of items, but nice little view there of what we've been working on up to this point. And I think we're getting pretty close to the top here, so looks like one more note. We'll let that one roll as well.
February. We've picked up a lot of signals. Maybe someone will come and help us. We're not starving. Yet. The reactor at Celine might be the only chance we have against this endless ocean. You knew it, Sparrow. Owl thinks you betrayed us, but you must have had a good reason for leaving us here. I hope you make it to Celine. I hope you finish the reactor. For all of us.
So there we go, and we made it to the top. So one more crate here. Wow, a lot of hinges and extra glass. That's all nice. And then here is the blueprint for the recycler. So that's awesome. We can use the recycler to make trash cubes, which we can then trade at trading posts for various items. So that's pretty cool. And then it seems like we have a person here. So let's talk to Tala.
Hey, a friendly face! Wondering how I ended up here? Long story. Really, really long story. Anyway, nice raft. If you need any repair stuff, let me know. I've sort of ended up as a maritime expert, mainly due to the world sinking. Awesome. Let's head out.
Alright, so there we go. She phases away and turns into a beam of light, I guess. Could repeat that conversation, but there's no need. As far as I know, she doesn't actually do anything. She doesn't actually repair our raft, but I believe I unlock her as a playable character if I wanted. But that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, oh, we need this. If I forgot this, that would have been bad, because this note is going to give us the code to the next story island, which is called Vasagatan, I suppose. And there's the code that we can plug into the receiver to get there. So that's what we came for. That and our 2 blueprints. Plus we got some, extra resources out of it, which is cool. Now I need to get back down. Find a way to do it without dying. Is that deep enough if I jump off? Let's see. Oh, Lord. Okay, cool. So, grab that barrel just to make sure we don't miss it. Get a whole 4 planks out of it is pretty good. Let me get back on the raft. So let's go ahead and stash our stuff here that we looted in our nice organized chests that we made last time. Now, I think I'm good, again, with the blueprints here. Yeah, I don't need to, like, do anything with them. I can actually just throw them out now. So I learned the recycler recipe here. And then, in order to learn the headlamp, I need to make a battery and research it. I'm also going to need a couple batteries to power the recycler. So let's do that. I need copper ingots, scrap, and plastic. So we should have some already smelted copper, which we do. And let's go ahead and get a little more copper cooking. Now, I've been finding a lot of copper underwater on the islands I've been stopping off at, and I have not really been picking it up because I just don't need like a ton of it yet, or I hadn't until this point. Now I'm going to start to need more of it now that I have to keep making batteries, so I will go out of my way to get more copper as we go, but that should be enough for now. So we're going to need, I'm going to make 3 batteries. We're going to need one of them to research here, which will allow us to unlock the headlamp that I can now craft. And then the other 2 we're going to use to power our recyclers right here. So what do I need to make a recycler? Okay, I want to make 2 of them, I think. If you have multiple of them running concurrently, then it, you know, speeds up the overall production time. So I need plastic. Huh, am I out of plastic? Might need to hit the high seas here to gather some more. So why don't we do that? I think we're good to go. Got our sail. Ooh, there's a seagull. Let me get him real quick. Nice. Keep stocking up on the chicken wings. Also, the shark probably attacked, yeah, as soon as I landed back on the raft, and I wasn't paying attention, so he does take a tile. Grab this plastic because it's right here. Oh, I'm going to get bit, most likely. Yep, but that's okay. Yeah, as I explained in the previous section, thankfully, you know, if the shark were to break any one of these, I don't, like, lose every foundation. A single foundation or any amount of foundations can literally just float by themselves, not being connected to anything else, and they'll still, like, retain their location in relation to the center of the raft, so don't need to worry too much about it. I just need to replace them when he breaks them and make sure that he's not working his way in to destroy any of the tiles that actually have items on them. But anyway, I think we're good to go. We want to get back out on the open water so that our catch nets start collecting the plastic that we need here. So let's just weigh our anchor. And away we go. So what I'm going to do with these trash compactors is put items into them, and then those items will get destroyed and you'll get a trash cube in exchange, which you can trade at the trading post for all kinds of items. And one of the best items to put into the trash compactor is wool. It has a high value. Every item that you put in essentially has like a value. And higher value items, you'll need less of them per cube. So that's why I wanted to get those llamas early. So we have a pretty good amount built up. We should be able to get quite a few cubes to get us started here. Now, what I want to do as well is set the code to 6512. So let's do 6, 5, 1, and 2. And now that's going to light up here to the next story island. So I'm going to drink a little water because I'm very thirsty. And refill our water real quick. I'm going to need to eat something as well. So let me just fill this up. And grab some food. That should be enough. Get this seagull if possible. Nice. We're probably just going to dump these feathers into the trash compactor too. They don't give you a lot of trash cubes, a lot of points, whatever you want to call them. But, you know, they're basically free, so I might as well dump them in there. Now, I need to go this way to get to the next island. So I'm going to have to drop the sail and start heading that way. Now, doing this is going to change the direction that the items are coming into the raft. And in particular, that's kind of bad because I have all of these catch nets lined up this way, perpendicular to the trash stream. But once I change direction, the items are going to start now spawning in the direction that I'm traveling. So these catch nets are going to end up missing most of the items. So that's not great, but hopefully I have enough items to do what I need to do before I get to the next story island. So let's empty out the nets once now and see what all we got. Not a ton, I'm assuming, because we weren't traveling for very long. Decent amount of plastic, which is good. And then I do have enough to make the 2 recyclers that I wanted to make, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to need circuit boards for them, however, so that also takes plastic. So hopefully we can run into some more plastic here. I need a lot of plastic to build the foundations to finish building the raft so that I can move the catch nets around to both sides so that when I do change direction like this, I'm not missing all the items. This doesn't need to be on because it's just draining battery. I just need to check, make sure I'm heading in the right direction. It's going to be kind of hard to get there, but I think roughly this direction should get me there. And I'm coming diagonally into the item stream, so I will collect quite a bit of it, I suppose. I'm going to miss a lot of it as well, but hopefully we can get a decent amount in these catch nets as we go. Let's learn this. Oh, what happened to the deco package? I think my inventory was full, so it fell in the water. Uh-oh. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. Interesting how it went there. Now, one other thing as well. Do I have an empty chest? Not really. These recipes I've explained before, you don't need the recipes to make the thing. Like, you don't need the sushi recipe to make sushi. It just tells you what you need to make the item, but as long as you know what you need, you know, you don't, like, need the recipe to unlock the ability to cook it or anything. You can, however, put them up on a wall as like a cosmetic, so I'm going to start trying to keep just like one of every recipe that I find at this point now that I have a little more storage, and eventually I'll make a nice little cooking station and put them all up on the wall just because it looks cool. No other practical reason for it, but I'll get some more copper smelting. We have our circuit boards, our bolts and our hinges are in here, so if we wanted to make our recycler, we would just need some more plastic now. I can get rid of these blueprints. I have absolutely no use for them since we've already unlocked what they teach. Catch nets are doing alright. Getting a decent amount traveling at this angle. So let's empty them out and see if we have enough plastic for the recyclers. Looks like there's an island right there. I'm wondering if it's going to be worth stopping off at it. I guess so. It's going to be hard to get to this island. I'm going to have to go like 90 degrees against the tide, which is going to be really rough. Because the sail doesn't actually push you that much compared to the tide. So if I keep going forward this way too much, then it's just increasing how hard it's going to be to get over to the story island, which is right there. But this island's pretty close, so I'm just going to quickly go there and just loot it. Since I just changed direction, it's going to stop all the items spawning there and start all the items spawning here. So I'm going to end up missing out on a lot of these items. So that's why we don't like to change direction too much if we can help it, but I figure I might as well just go loot this item real quick, or island, excuse me, loot this island real quick. So, pick up that deco package. I have 3 of them. Let's learn them. We learn a flag. Looks like one that I could paint or customize in some way, which is cool. Learn a hibiscus as well, and a curtain. So let's keep looting. Now, we should be good. I think we have enough plastic now to make our recycler. We can certainly make one of them. And then, yep, we can make another. So there's our 2 recyclers. And then let's just go ahead and empty out our inventory real quick before we get to this island so that we have room to harvest stuff on the island. Now, I need to be a little careful, too, because how close am I? I guess that's fine. I don't want to, like, run up against the island, because then when I go to leave, the raft might get stuck on the island as it goes to move away, and then it rotates. And if I rotate these catch nets away from the direction that the items are going to be coming in, then I won't be getting any of them, and that would be very bad. It'd really slow things down, so we're going to stay a little bit away from the island. I'm going to repair with that shark bit just real quick, and then we'll get all stocked up, and then we'll quickly loot this island. So I did need new tools as well, I think I was mentioning, so this seems like a good time to just replenish all my tools. Rope, scrap, and bolt. So then I take that, and then I could do this, and I'll need some rope. So let's do a new hook. We're going to need a new axe eventually, and then I definitely need a new spear as well. One more bolt, a spear, and then I have these 4 stone arrows. It was originally 6, and I've just been hanging on to and reusing the same arrows over and over. But I think at this point I'm just going to make some metal arrows, and then hopefully hold on to those. So let's make 12. We'll get rid of the stone arrows, and what I'm going to do with them is, I think, put them in the recyclers, because I think I can get some value from them. So the recyclers are just going to go up here, kind of out of the way. Put them, doesn't particularly matter where. Do one here, and then let's move this bird's nest. Put the other one roughly. It's going to bug me that they're not quite lined up, but let's just get it kind of here. Where's that little perfect spot where I just saw it turn green? I guess it's got to go there. Oh god, it's hideous. It's triggering my OCD. It's never going to be perfect, but that's fine. Okay, and then I have this one other bird's nest I want to put down somewhere. I think it's actually more or less fine there. I want it kind of separate from the other nests so that, like, if there's a bird on this one, I can get this bird without scaring that one away. So that's good. We got to put batteries in these. I'm going to need to keep making batteries to keep running these things, so I am going to start to need a lot more copper. And that's a big part of the reason I wanted to stop off at this island. So we'll fill these up. You can see here it takes 8 wool to fill it up, whereas some of these other items it would take a lot more. So that's why we're doing wool. Let's shear all of these guys, and let's water our crops. Put the wool away, put the shears away. And then I'm going to make just a couple more shears to have, because I'm going to need them eventually. So we go in here, need a hinge. Boom, boom. And then once again, let's just stash everything away. Copper goes in here. Might as well smelt a little more copper while we're at it. So let's keep all that going. Copper goes somewhere. Copper goes in there. Other copper goes in here. So we're getting a little low on copper and metal. That's why I wanted to stop off on this island and just quickly grab whatever it has. So we let that run, put our shears in here until later. We have all of our nice new items. Did I not make an... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, did I not make another axe? I might need a new bow eventually too, but for now we're fine. So go ahead and just get thirst and hunger topped up. And then we'll just quickly loot this island before we set back out. That should do it, right? Might as well throw a few drumsticks on, let those cook. And we'll eat these. Alright, so we'll eat. All good. Save the extra for later. And let's go check out this island real quick. So I'm a little bit away from it, which is going to make it tricky with the shark. But again, I just didn't want to get stuck on the island, have the raft get spun around. So I'll make a quick swim for it. Looks like the shark isn't here yet, which is good. That is kind of nice to have the raft away a little bit, because the shark should stay more or less under the raft. So hopefully it's far enough away that he doesn't, you know, spot me and come over. It is also kind of nice to have the raft be large as well, because then if he's like around the back end of the raft, then it gives me even more space. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this sand and clay. I haven't really needed much of it, but since I'm here, and I'm not really planning on stopping off at every single island I see at this point going forward, I might as well grab some now just to have some handy. I will grab copper, grab all the copper I see. I've probably bypassed like 50 plus copper so far in this playthrough, where I just didn't really need it too much in the early game, so I've just been leaving it all behind. Now I'm at the point, since I'm going to have to keep making batteries, where I'm going to need quite a lot of it, so I'm going to keep harvesting it when I see it here. I have to keep coming up for air because this reef is pretty deep. Also, the sun is going down, makes it quite hard to see, but hopefully we can spot at least the metal and the copper. We definitely want to get a little bit of scrap is good. I could use a few more stones. I'm just going to kind of quickly stock up on all of this reef stuff that I need. Go back up for air. I want that plastic too, but I'm going to grab it. I was going to say, but it's going to take up an inventory spot, but I already have a plastic in my inventory, so might as well let them stack. We'll need more vine goo too going forward to make like flippers and oxygen bottles and other stuff, so grab some of that. Now that I am having something of a surplus of supplies, I can make extra chests to store all this extra stuff, because this is all stuff I'm going to need eventually. It's just early on I know where to put it, and it took a lot of resources to make those big chests compared to what I had, so I just wasn't picking everything up that I possibly could have. Man, it is hard to see in the darkness, huh? Grab that clam. I don't think I really have a use for, but I might as well just add it to the stack on the boat. Grab a couple more stones, a little more scrap over here. A few more stones for the hell of it. That's probably more than enough at this point. I just want to see any metal or copper over on this side. I think I see some right there. Really hard to tell at night. So let's go look. Where was it? There it is. That's some more copper, which is good. Little piece of sand right here. Some more sand, some more scrap. Just grabbing it all real quick before we leave. Have to go up for air here. A lot more scrap. Oh, there's some metal down there. That I will go for. Let me get full oxygen here. And down we go. It's a shadow from a floating piece of plastic. It looked like a stingray for a second. I was like, what the hell is that? Alright, grab the clay. More scrap. I'm gonna need scrap to make a lot of nails to build out the raft later, so I want to have a good amount of that. I think I might have stayed down a little too long this time, so I'm going to take some damage on the way up, but should be okay. This is a really deep reef. I think it ends about here. Oh no, there's a whole backside too. Wow, so this, for being a very small island, has a pretty substantial reef. So a lot more copper and metal here. This is awesome. I think there's something too. It's like, depending on how far you are in the game, like affects how many nodes of metal and copper spawn on a reef. I could be making that up, but I thought there was something like that, where in the early game you got less, and then like the more story islands you've been to, the potential for more metal nodes to spawn increases. So maybe because we just went to the radio tower now, we're getting a lot more. So even a small island like this, having a lot of good resources, a lot of metal, good amount of scrap. Again, just grabbing sand and clay here, and then I probably won't need to grab any of it again. Go back up for air. And back down again. Might as well grab this seaweed too, because it's right here. Ooh. And that led us to some more metal, which is nice. More sand, more scrap. More seaweed, more clay, more of everything. I should probably go for air, but... Now, is there any more metal or copper? It's kind of the main thing. I think yeah, there's the raft, so we've done basically a full circle. Might be some stuff on the outside of the reef there. I'm just going to quickly grab the trees for the planks from right here. And then we'll check the last little bit of the raft there. The reef there, excuse me, as we head back to the raft. Some free fruit. Don't need the seeds. But we'll take the fruit. Actually, I do want watermelon seeds. But I don't really have inventory space for it, huh? Oh well. These are probably the most common, easiest to get, so we can leave that behind. Don't need flowers. That's just for making paint. We don't care about that right now. Can grab a few free items here. Now, when I go to sail away, I'm going to change direction. I'm going to go that way, which is going to force the item spawns to change as well. So I'm not going to be drifting anywhere near this stuff. So I might as well pick it up, since I think I can do it safely without the shark coming over. Definitely the planks and definitely the plastic. I just need so much of it, so might as well grab the free stuff that's right here. Palm leaves, I am not as hot on right now. I don't need as many of them, so I'll leave those behind to save time, but what the hell is that? See that? Is it a UFO? What is that? Some little glowing white spark in the sky. I think it's supposed to be a star. Yeah, okay. It's just a star and the world is spinning, so the stars are moving. It's just with that cloud kind of obscuring it, it looked like an isolated thing. But, alright, we got these free items. Head back to the raft, drink some water here, and we'll restock when we get back. This hook is already almost broken. I'm gonna have to make another one already after I just made this one. That's not metal, that's clay. Sometimes there's little extra metal nodes on like the outside. Ooh, there's a deep section of the reef there. It's a little close to where the shark might come at us though, depending on where he is. Man, I cannot see anything down here though. I'm looking for... This is a big extra section of reef down here. I've already been down here. Is this where I already was? Am I just re-exploring the same part? That is a definite possibility. The sun's coming up. That should help us see. Just looking for any metal or copper that's like on the side of these rocks. I think I was already in this section. So I think we're good here. Good to go. Yeah, nothing over there. Grabbed a couple seaweed for the hell of it. Alright, so let's go back to the raft. Probably grab a couple items on the way in here. More plastic. Definitely need a lot of plastic. So grab that. Might as well grab this one over here too. Jesus Christ, that scared the hell out of me. Went to take a sip of my coffee and then... Shark attack. Dodged him that time, now we're ready for him, so... Gonna pick up a few more items, whoa! And jump over the shark at the last second. And just go right back to the raft. If he hits me again, I'll be okay. Oof, okay, good dodge. Grab that barrel. And cool. Alright, actually I want this too before I go. Could use the hook, but might as well save the durability. Now the shark's probably going to attack like right away. Oh, my inventory was full, so I left those items behind. Quickly just stash that so I can re-pick this stuff up. And then we're listening for the shark attack. Whoa, not that one. But the shark should bite the raft almost immediately. If he didn't already bite in the back there. Since he attacks once every, I think it's like roughly 6 minutes. And that timer, but he won't attack while you're not on the raft, so that timer keeps going while you are away. And then as soon as you come back, he's like ready to bite. But otherwise, I think we're... Alright, here he comes. So, get him off the raft. Spear's about to break. Thankfully, we have another. Repair that outside tile, and then let's get ready to go. So, again, we want to go to this highlighted blue dot. That's the next story island. And it's like... It's almost exactly this way, considering the water is pushing us, you know, this way a little bit more. I'm going to need to go basically that way to work against the tide somewhat. So let's set up our sail this way, which again is just awful for these catch nets. It would almost be a good idea to spin on the island. You know what? We might try to do that. Let me just quickly get this sorted so that while we're going to do this little maneuver here, their fur wool will be regrowing. Looks like we got all of our trash cubes as well, so we can refill that one entirely. Save our trash cubes in here. And then place feathers. Yeah, the feathers give like basically nothing. 15 feathers was equivalent to 1 piece of wool essentially, but again, they're free, so I might as well get something out of them. And then we'll water the grass now. I hope I don't regret this, but I'm gonna weigh the anchor, and then I'm gonna try to sail into this island, and then have it like spin me so that the raft is facing 90 degrees to the right, so that I can get all the items in the catch net while I'm traveling in that direction. So we want to come a little closer. Now, let's see, if I wanted it to spin me, if I were to go this way, and then kind of have it go forward. I'll come around the back end of the island. Yeah, see how I'm kind of rotating now? So I want to go out far enough this way to where I can clear it without spinning too much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, but then I want to push into it like this, and it should start to spin me a little bit. Yeah, there we go. But I need... I'm not quite spinning as much as I want to. There we go. We're rotating, we're rotating. A little more, because I need that corner to clear the island, essentially. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep going this way. I can spin the last little bit on that other corner, maybe. Okay, I think we're good. It's pretty much what I wanted to do. So we've rotated 90 degrees, and then we're going to clear the island as we fail to stab that seagull because we're hungry and we can't move fast enough. And then once we clear the island here, I should be able to just go straight this way. And now if I'm not mistaken, if I look at this thing, the blue dot should be right at the top. Yeah. So now we're heading straight at it, which is going to make it a lot easier to get there. We can get Seagull Redemption here. Oh no, there he goes. It's so much nicer having it up on the second floor now too, because before when they were down here, half the time I would kill the seagull, then he would just fall into the water and I couldn't loot him. But yeah, this is wonderful because now we're heading pretty much straight at the story island instead of having to go like diagonally to it. And these are old item spawns from all the changing of direction that I was doing, but the new item spawns should be coming in on this horizon like this, perfectly perpendicular to my catch nets. So we'll get a lot of items on the way there. So it's going to take a while to get there. We are kind of going against the tide somewhat. See how slowly it looks like we're moving? It's because we're going like against the natural flow of the water. We'll go like that, just because we want to go a little bit more to the left. And then, yeah, the items are going to come to us. We're going to gather up all the items and be able to use them for all kinds of things. But let's get organized here. Let's get rid of all this stuff we just got. I'm going to have to reorganize all this again, but just clear up a little bit of inventory space for now. Need to eat something for sure. So I'll eat the 3 drumsticks. We'll cook the other 3. I'm going to cook this shark steak and 2 drumsticks. Clears up an inventory spot in there. And I'm going to need to drink as well. Here's shark attack. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's going to get that tile. Yep, because that's going to break on 1 hit. And then, yeah. I probably should have just thrown that spear away and just used the fresh one, to be honest, but he gets 1 tile out of it. That's alright. Now, I'm going to need a new hook soon as well, so might as well craft that. Grab that barrel, because it's right there. So let me just quickly see. I need rope scrap and bolts. So we have a bolt, but we'll make 1 more. And then planks. Rope. I just need 2 rope. And the scraps in there, so there we go. Okay, we have a new hook for when that one breaks. Don't need to worry about that. Now this chest is starting to get full. So I'm going to start to want more chests. Coconuts got a full stack, so I'm just going to eat this one. Yeah, so here's going to be the play here. We're going to loot all of these as we continue to head towards the story island. And then I want to see if this works here. So what I'm thinking is, I know I can make a wall. Like a full wall. Yeah, and if I can put it here, I think I can attach a chest to the wall. So let me make 1 and test before I make any more, but let's see about a storage. So we're gonna need hinges and rope. We'll learn this deco pack to create up inventory space. We got a table. That's a good one. Now, yeah, you see that? You can hang the chest from the wall. So it's going to bug me that this row of chests is like far away from the wall and not completely lined up, but that's a project for another day. For now, I can stack at least like 3 chests up like that. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to make one more wall like that, and then eventually, you know, I could make like an entire row. I'm gonna leave it open for now so I can get in and out a little easier. Oh, there's an island right there. I think that's worth checking out. It's kind of a long swim. But we're right here, and I do need more metal and copper and stuff, so let's take just a quick break. Drop the anchor. Empty all this out. Grab that plastic. Now, I'm thinking about maybe making a pair of flippers here, because it is like a bit of a swim. It also increases my speed while like underwater. It'll just make the whole thing quicker. I'm just not sure if I want to commit the resources or not yet. So, first of all, we need inventory space. God, I have so many palm leaves. It's ridiculous. So, again, learn the new deco package. We get a quill. That's cool. Get rid of the extra palm leaves. I'm going to make another chest. So what did we need? We need a hinge, 4 rope, right? 4? Yeah, 4 rope. And then scrap and the planks. Whoops. Like so. Craft the storage. This one's going to go here. And then we can do 2 more up there if needed. So what I'm going to do is... this one's going to be for sand and clay. Stuff that we don't use, like, too frequently. So, like that. This one's supposed to be for plastic and wood, but... I have too many palm leaves filling the whole thing up. I could do that. This is like miscellaneous stuff. I don't even know where to put that. I guess it can live in here. There's not a lot of other stuff that's been ending up in this chest, so that's like miscellaneous. This is like crafted items or whatever, processed items. Stone. We'll keep metal, scrap in this one. And goose, because why not? Then we can get our stone out in here. That's empty. That's full. I guess extra palm leaves. God, you know what? I'm just going to turn all of these into rope. I have so much rope as it is, but... okay. That clears up a good amount of space. And then I guess that can go in there. I'll just eat the beet. Oh, I have more crap. God, it's very exciting inventory management gameplay going on right now, I know. But, alright. Do that. I do have a good amount of extra plastic, so let's put that in there. And then let me see about the flippers. So, it takes plastic, seaweed, rope, and vine goo. So I think I am just going to make a pair for the hell of it. Why don't I just take it all? I need plastic and rope and seaweed. So like that, and then craft. And then we can put the rest of this stuff back. And then let's just make sure our food and hunger are good and topped up. Eat this. Put that away. Get our thirst topped up. Okay, and, whoa, did I forget to refill that last time? I guess I did, huh? There's no water in there. Another thing I was thinking of doing, I looted all that extra glass at the story island, and what I can do with that is make another purifier, potentially. Kind of a waste of plastic and planks, which are Much needed for other projects, but I have all this extra glass. I don't have any other use for it at the moment, so having 2 of these is going to be good. As I get more animals and stuff, because I'm going to need a lot more water just to, like, water the grass. And having to wait for just one of them to cook, it's going to be a lot slower, so I feel like there should have been a shark attack at some point, and it looks like there was because we're missing a tile back there. I keep not hearing them. But let's go repair that tile before we go. With a new foundation. And also before we go, so that there is something happening while we are away. How did that one rope end up in there? That's strange. I'm going to shear these guys. Water the crops, but I need water. That's why I made that extra purifier. And it looks like I need another grass plot too. Maybe it's 1 plot per animal. I thought they got like 2 charges from 1 plot. I could be wrong. Again, burning through planks and plastic that we really need to start saving for other stuff, but pretty important at this point that our like wool processing is going quickly, because I want to have a lot of trash cubes saved up when I get to the next trading post. Okay, I mean, that's all looking good. Shears can go back. I need to water this stuff before I go. So, grab all the water that we can. Water all of this. Does it not need to be watered? Is it raining? Huh. Strange. Maybe it doesn't need to be watered at the start. A little weird. Alright, I guess it's good. So, that's good. Just drink a little for ourselves, because why not? Get that all filled up. Probably gonna want to make another bottle too, so I can do like multiple charges in one go instead of having to like keep doing this. But okay, I think we're good. Let's just leave some stuff smelting as well while we are away. I guess copper, and then I'll start smelting all that extra metal. I'm also kind of waiting for the sun to come up so that I could see a little bit better underwater. Might want a 5th smelter at some point too, just to speed up the process even further. I have all that extra clay and sand, so that's definitely something we could do. So let's head over to the island. I'm going to put these flippers on. Somehow. How do I do that? Oops, definitely not like that. Hear the shark attack. Oh god, I'm not going to get to him in time. It's way over there. Alright, well, we can have that tile. Oh well. But how do I equip this? Not there. Not there. Huh. I know there's some... Oh, duh. Right down here. Jesus Christ. Alright, so that goes on there. That allows me to swim a lot faster. I move a lot slower on land, as you can see. No, it's because I hit shift. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to go in the water. I'd like to not have the shark murder us immediately, but we're going to swim quite a bit faster with these flippers on, so we can hightail it over. Oh boy. I'm going to have to eat a hit, but that's fine. I can eat 1 hit, no problem. And then we're going to hope that the shark stays back over at the raft. Oh, jeez. And then I can loot this reef like I did the last one by having the shark be far enough away. But for now, we're just going to grab the planks here. So, we need a ton of planks at basically all times in this game, at least until the very end game. So I'm going to grab these. We'll want watermelon seeds for later as well. For making biofuel. Oh, there goes our axe, but we had another, so that's good. Looks like that's about it. No items in the water out there. No reef on the backside of this island either. So it's just going to be, hopefully, getting to the front of this reef without the shark getting to us. So we can get copper and metal is basically all we wanted to stop for. And then we made it take way too long because we got distracted with all this other stuff on the raft. But really, we just wanted to quickly stop off, grab the copper and the metal, because this is like the only place I can really get it right now. And then keep moving towards the next story island, but it seems like we're getting very distracted today. I just made that extra chest for the clay and the sand, so I'm going to grab just a little more since I have room for it now. And I may want to make another smelter too, which takes clay and sand essentially to make the bricks to make the smelter, so might as well stock up on some of it. Stones as well. I don't think I really need them for anything, but I just want to have a few stacks handy so that if I like need to make something that takes stones, I don't have to stop off and get them. I should have enough to last basically the rest of the game, so gather the scrap I know I'm going to need though. Want to stay kind of away from the raft because I don't want the shark to spot me and come over. Just looking for any other metal here. Scrap is good too. There's some metal over here. There we go. Some more copper. That's good as well. And I'm assuming that that's about it. Maybe a little something over here. Inventory's getting full. I can get rid of those seeds. Take the clam. Again, don't really need it, but if it's going to take up one inventory slot anyway, whether it's 1 clam or 20 clams, then I might as well have 20 clams available, just in case. More scrap, definitely going to need a little more sand and clay, because it's right here. Going to start drowning, which actually, given that the shark is in between us and the raft, I don't want to miss too much health here, because I don't want to die to too many bites. Okay, perfect. See, that's why I check the outside of these like rock faces that go down into the creepy depths, because that's often where the metal spawns. I wonder what's down there too. I've never actually tried to swim down as far as I can go. I assume at some point you would just run out of air and then die before you like found anything, but it would be interesting to see what was in those deep dark depths. Alright, but that's looking pretty good. I think we're just going to head back to the raft, stash everything, and move on. Just grab a couple items because they're on the way. One more scrap is a full stack. One more seaweed. We are going to need more vine goo for things. Oh, some extra metal on the way out, and copper. Awesome. Yeah, we're getting a lot more metal now. I think it is due to the fact that we've been to the story island. More metal is spawning, because at the beginning of the game, these little islands like this, I'd be lucky to get like 5 metal on the whole island. But now we just got 15 from this one little stop, so as long as I don't keep getting too distracted, if I just quickly stop off at these islands and just do like a quick sweep of the reef and get that much metal every time, then that's going to be awesome. So I'm just going to grab this plastic and planks on the way in. Not sure why it's spawning out here, actually. Seeing as we're traveling that way, I don't know why the stream is the way it is, but definitely need all the plastic and planks we can get to finish building out the raft, so We'll grab all this and quickly get back on the raft without the shark attacking, and I'd say we did a pretty good job there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get ready for the shark attack that I'm sure is coming, and we're just going to weigh our anchor and immediately set off here, again heading straight towards the story island. Get that seagull. Where is the shark attack? Yeah, we're moving real slow in this direction, but we are moving, so we'll get there eventually. Alright, let's empty our inventory of all the stuff that we just got. There's the shark attack. Got him. Don't think I can actually repair this. Oof. It's at 10%. I might as well repair it. It'll take less resources than if I were to have to rebuild the entire foundation platform later. So, fix that one. Let's get more metal cooking. I think at this point, we'll do one more round of, what are we at? 13, that'll put us at 17. So we'll cook metal. Get more planks. Get all that cooking. And we will... My god, we are moving so slowly. Grab this, because we're going to need to eat, so I might as well get this cooking. Gonna need to go a little more that way. Not sure why the items are coming in diagonally like that, but hopefully we still end up with most of them. I'd probably shear our llamas. Make sure we water the grass. Now it looks like our compactor's batteries are dead. Yeah, so gonna need to make new batteries. At some point we're gonna get the ability to recharge batteries, but we don't have that yet. So for now we'll just hang on to the dead batteries until we get the ability to recharge them. But if we want to make any more, we're gonna need to actually craft a new battery. But we don't even have enough wool to make any more cubes at the moment, so we'll wait until we do before we worry about crafting a new battery. So let's just get organized here. Drop off all this stuff that we looted at the island. God, so many palm leaves in there. Get rid of all of that stuff. Got a whole extra chest there that I could use for whatever. Get our food put away. And then I'd say we're in pretty good shape. So I need to drink here. And refill. Doesn't let me fill from this tile, unfortunately. You would think it's like I could see the water. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to just fill from there, but we cannot, so I have to do it from here. That's fine. Keep our catch nets empty. We're not going perfectly perpendicular into the item streams, but we're getting a decent amount at this strange diagonal angle. Just want to make sure, is that the direction I'm traveling? The items are supposed to spawn in the direction you're traveling, but yeah, see the blue dot there was right here. Now it's slowly drifting that way, so we are moving this way a little bit. So I'm going to need to rotate the sail that way to actually get to the story island. Oops, I meant to get him, but I got a little too close. Also, there's another little island right in front of us, so if I can kind of skirt around like the right side of this island here and then just quickly stop off and grab the metal and hopefully have it be an actual quick stop this time, because last few times I said quick stop I end up getting distracted with other stuff and it taking forever. I really want to either be moving or gathering at all times at this point. We'll learn that deco package that we picked up. We learned a chair, learned how to craft a chair. That's something, I guess. And we are getting pretty close to the story island now. but I really need to go more this way. So that's like going against the tide. You know what I need to make that I've been meaning to make that I haven't? Is this streamer. So that's going to show us the way that the wind is actually blowing instead of me just like looking at the water and basically trying to guess. So that'll help us to steer a little bit better. It's not going to matter once I get the motorized controls, but for now, let's see, just go there. Yeah, see, we're going like basically, the wind's coming this way and we're trying to go that way, so it's really, really slow going. But I have to go that way if I want to get to the story island, so we're going to keep on pushing slowly in that direction. I will stop off here and just loot this island. You know what I'm actually going to do? It's a little stupid and risky, but since we're moving so slowly, I'm going to let the raft move on its own without dropping the anchor while I go and loot all the trees, so that by the time I'm done, the raft is a little bit further along, and then I'll probably drop the anchor and quickly just hit the reef and get all the metal that's there. So we're getting all of the planks. Oh boy, come on. It's hard to navigate. Yeah, see how slowly the raft is moving? It's moving along. I'm hoping it doesn't get stuck on anything here because I actually don't want it to rotate right now. Grab our watermelons. We do want all the planks we definitely want. Looks like there is some more stuff up here. There's also a crate over there. So we gotta be a little quick because now the raft is starting to move on without us. Jump. Loot the crate. Oh boy, too much stuff. Get rid of seeds. Quickly eat the coconuts. Drop the seeds, and then what do we got? Rope. The recipe. Okay, oh boy. Our raft is leaving us. So we gotta go catch up. Thankfully it's moving very slowly. But I'll drop anchor there and then quickly explore the reef. I still have my flippers on. They still have pretty good durability, so I am swimming quite quickly. Not the best spot with the shark right there. I'm not going to really be able to explore that part of the reef, the down part there, too well. But I should be able to get to the rest of it at least. So let's drop our anchor so it doesn't totally leave us behind. Looks like the llama's are ready for a quick shear. That's probably how the rope ended up there, huh? Me doing something like that and not noticing. Alright, so shear them. Once we have 16 wool, which is enough to fill the 2 trash compactors, then I will make some new batteries, but in the meantime, we'll just keep stockpiling it. This was like my miscellaneous chest that goes in there. Hello, there you go. Just clear up some inventory space. Rocks running up in here now. God, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with all these palm leaves, but... Okay, so now we just want to quickly go and explore the reef, right as the sun is setting, which is like the worst possible time, but... Gonna make it really hard to see what's going on down here. I should just sleep and have it be daytime. You know what? I think I will. Hop up on the wing here quickly. Oh boy. Oh god. Okay, shark almost got us, but we're good. So I'm just going to sleep right away. It is going to drain my hunger and thirst though. So I just need to quickly top that up before I go. There we go. Fill that up. And then let me see. Is there any seagulls? Yes. Got them. Feathers can go in there to be compacted later. And then we'll eat some of that, I guess. I'm running a little low on food, surprisingly. I could make a fishing rod at some point and just fish for like a whole ton, but As long as I keep getting those seagulls, we'll be alright. So, sun's coming up now. I'm going to need a new hook eventually, so let me just make one while I'm thinking of it. And get the rest of this metal cooking as well. I haven't been particularly diligent about changing over the metal when it's done cooking, but as long as it's getting cooked, eventually we'll be fine. So, what do we need for a hook? Rope, scrap, and a bolt. So we'll take a bolt. We need 2 rope, and then 4 planks, and the scrap is in there. Boom. Load all this stuff up with planks. And we have the new hook in case we need it. And then let's go hit this reef real quick now that the sun's up. So here we go. Shark's gonna be way over there, so this is a perfect time to quickly look at this side. Yep, see there's always, not always, but there's often stuff down here like this, so I want to get that before the shark comes over. I'm really just gonna go at this point for metal and copper and just be on our way. I've spent quite a bit of time harvesting those other islands, so not that I don't necessarily need this stuff later, but I think I have enough stockpiled for now. It's just metal and copper that I need such a high amount of, and that is, a little bit harder to get, so I don't want to pass up any opportunities to loot any if I see a little island like this. So seaweed is literally directly in my face, so I'm just going to grab it, but I'm going to skip everything else. As far as the scrap and the sand and the clay and all that kind of stuff, I'm just going to do a quick sweep for metal. Which doesn't look like there's a lot on this island. I could be missing it. Not looking in the right spot, but surprisingly not seeing a lot here. I don't think there's anything back here. I don't want to waste too much durability on those flippers, actually. Wow, it's a noticeable difference when I took them off, how much slower I'm moving now. I'll put them back on to get over to the raft, because the shark is out there, but maybe some stuff down here in this little section? Huh. Compared to that last little island where I was just extolling how great it was, that I got 15 whole metal from one little island. This one, which is slightly larger, seems to have next to nothing, so bit of a shame, but we can just quickly move on, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's about it. There could be some more that I'm not seeing, but I'm not going to hunt every nook and cranny when we can just move on and find a better island. So alright, well, we got some stuff that we needed out of this island anyway, so let's get back on the raft. Whoa, let's get bit by the shark. And let's just go ahead and pick up our anchor right away, because we are moving very, very slowly. So we need to keep moving in that direction, roughly in that direction, to get to the next story island. Gonna be a shark attack any second now, so I got my ears open for it. I think my ears are always open, but I don't know what other term to use, so we'll learn this deco package. Get a different flag, looks like a Japanese flag. There's the shark attack way out there. I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. Yeah, alright, well, he gets that one, that's fine. And then, yeah, we're just gonna keep sailing and gathering. I need a ton more plastic and planks to actually fill out the raft. I think what I'm gonna do just real quick after I stash that stuff that I just looted and eat this potato. I'm gonna use some of it. I know it's kind of dumb because, yeah, see the shark keeps attacking and breaking these. So it's a waste of resources to do this without the ability to defend them or the resources to fortify them, like how you can do the foundation armor so that the shark can't actually break them. But I just want to block out the full, like, L shape so that I can move the catch nets and make more catch nets and have, you know, the full L shape of catch nets, which will catch every single item that spawns, regardless of which direction I'm moving, if I place them correctly. So that's kind of the goal. So don't have enough plastic to finish this end, but once I finish this end, then I will continue, I guess, this way. And once that one goes out enough, then I can place all the catch nets down this side and down that side and get every single item that spawns in. So it's going to pay for itself. It's like a huge investment to spend all of this plastic and all of these planks to do this, but it's going to pay off long term. I'm going to have like more items than I know what to do with. So let's keep the metal cooking. We're just slowly moving towards the island. Not seeing any items spawning on the horizon, which is a little concerning. That does seem to happen sometimes. I don't know if it's like if you change direction too many times or what causes it, or if you're just moving in a certain direction, but I'm seeing basically nothing spawning in, which is not great, especially considering I just spent all my plastic, and I'm probably going to need some plastic to replenish the items, the tools that I want to bring to this next story island, so a little concerning, to be honest. Let me do a quick save. I could like exit and come back into the game, and that may force the items to start spawning in, but we're almost done anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and get to the island. I know I'm going to want to make a headlamp for this next story island, and I think that does take plastic, so not having any is not great right now. I could do it without one, but I'm also definitely going to want some weapons, a few spears to bring with me. So I don't remember if those take plastic or not, but we'll see what happens when we get there. In the meantime, just going to keep the metal going. Gonna need some more food as well. Getting a good little stockpile of ingots there, but we are gonna need a lot more, so... Alright, we're getting real close now. We should start to see it soon. No seagulls. I keep hoping for seagulls, because I don't have a ton of food. I could just make a fishing rod and start fishing. This metal fishing rod, yeah, it would probably last for quite a while. So why don't I do that? Keeping the one bolt in there so that if I hit this, like, add items to storage button, it'll automatically go in there if I end up looting more from other sources. In case you were wondering, so we'll just make a new bolt. Make a metal fishing rod, which is going to last quite a long time. This is like my tool chest where I've been storing extra tools and structures. Let's catch a few fish here as we approach. Aha! There it is. You see it? That is the story island. So, getting close. I'm gonna go change the sail. So that we're heading right at it. So now we're lined up pretty much with it, so we'll go straight at it. We'll kind of dock, so to speak, there. Oh, there's an item. Now the items are suddenly spawning in over there. It might be because I'm going so against the wind. I don't know. Oh, now we're getting pushed too far to the left. Because, yeah, the tide's going that way. Oh, Mr. Shark destroying my boat. God damn you. Alright, I want to replace that one real quick. And then, yeah, now I'm getting pushed away from it, so I need to rotate back that way. I guess was actually going straight at it. Yeah. And then I need to quickly Replace this one back here. Okay, I have 10 plastic. 8 plastic, actually, after I repair this. So hopefully that's enough to make whatever I need to bring with me. I'll find out shortly. Keep the metal cooking. That's good. Get a couple more fish, I guess, and get them cooking as we approach here. I want to get real close. I don't want to get, like, stuck on the rocks here, but I want to get close enough to where I don't have to swim too far to get in. So if you can see the quote-unquote island, it's actually a giant yacht that we can explore and find some stuff, so... There it is. Pretty cool. Grab a couple more fish, see if I can get one more tilapia, then I could throw the 3 of them on the grill. That's a herring. That's not what we want. I'd take a big old catfish too, that'd be cool. Any of the big fish. It's about time to drop the anchor. Like I said, I don't want to get stuck on these rocks, so... Come on, give me the fish. Got the fish. It is a tilapia, which is great. Drop the anchor. Can lift up our sail. So we'll need to reposition it on the way out anyway. Let's do one more quick shear of our llamas. Water our crops. This guy needs a shear. And that guy needs a shear. Alrighty. Now let's get the food cooking. And save the rest for later. Metal as well. Keep that cooking. It's cooking pretty quick with the 4 smelters, so that's good. Load them all up with planks. We have a lot of planks. We're going to need a lot of them, but we do have a pretty good stockpile. We have the extra hook in case that one breaks, which is good. Metal spear. I'm going to need another metal spear. So I just need some planks. So we have an extra spear. We have our bow and arrow with, our bow with arrows as well. I think we're pretty good on everything else, so I'm going to put the fishing rod away. Hopefully I remember it's in there in case I need to do some more fishing later. And then store that. Store this. Food chest getting pretty full too. Might have to make another. You know what I'll do? I'll take the take those out. Put them in this weird miscellaneous chest. And there we go. Alright, so yeah, that's it. We cleared out the first story island pretty quickly, and then made it here to the second story island while gathering quite a few resources from the little islands along the way. And yeah, we got our recycler set up. We're getting a good stockpile of trash cubes for when we eventually find a trading post. We're in pretty good shape as far as food and water goes. We got our good little smelting setup here. We have some extra storage finally, so that's good. All in all, I'd say a pretty good section, and we will leave it here and pick it up next time with the second story island, which is this cool yacht that we can explore. So that's going to be all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next one. Peace.